let's go. Bug size. Dang it, I wanted to go bug size. Now what do? Sit here. I guess.
If you're ever stuck, check the lab tab. The transcripts tab records everything I say for your reference. Another duck? Shouldn't you be at your own lab? And it's gone. Strange. Keep an eye out for more ducks, would you? I'll track them in the collections page of the lab tab.
Now I'm looking everywhere for ducks. Found one. Just kidding. It's our duck. It's the duck that sits in the spaceship all day. And just, yeah.
The lab tab is a useful resource if you're ever feeling at a loss or just want to reflect on everything you've done so far. This is a major leafcutter ant. Majors are the biggest of the 4 subgroups of leafcutter ant workers. They're basically the soldiers of the colony. They point each other towards threats that need taking care of. When one major signals a threat to the rest of the group, the troops come rushing in. A volcano? That belongs to another Kurzgesagt lab. The wave must have dragged it here. Quick, put a cap. It must have been hit by the leak as well. The good news is, this now move the yellow lever to the correct scale and press the button to extract the shrinkagen.
Okay.
Good. I sent that back to the energy lab and saved the shrinkagen. It was probably not the only one. If you can find the others, we can collect enough shrinkagen for the ants.
It's okay. Ooh.
This is a bacteriophage, or bacteria eater. I can't believe the wave washed it all the way out here. They're found everywhere there are bacteria, but this one belongs to a more inverted shrinkagen. But the blast must have been below the malfunction threshold. Return this to its original size, so we can harvest the shrinkagen back. It feels great to be back in the scaling game, even with those giant ants and all. Well done, I sent that back to its home lab. Keep an eye out for more things like this. They may be our ticket to shrink these ants. So we have two groups of ants here. The miners, which are responsible for finding food and resources, and the majors, which protect the colony from threats. Maybe we can use that behavior to our advantage. Let's see how they act in their natural environment, the insect realm.
If it's not under the ant, if it's not under the queen, I'm gonna cry.
This ant must be the queen ant. It's much bigger than the rest, even bigger than the majors. Plus it has a crown on its head.
Oh.
I'll have to have a word with the energy lab. They clearly aren't storing their nuclear waste properly. Oh, nice. A banana for scale. Look at this plane. Passenger seats really are getting smaller and smaller. A telescope. It's amazing what you can do with a set of curved mirrors in a tube. The Mars rover? You're a long way from home, aren't you? Great, that was all the shrinkagen to be collected around here. Now, let's get those ants all together so we can shrink them. Pheromones are essential for ants to communicate. It's a little like a scent trail, except instead of sniffing with noses like we would, ants pick up pheromones via receptors on their antennae, and those pheromones can convey information like threat or donut. Giant ants need giant pheromones. We should have enough shrinkagen by now. You need to deploy them, so again, push the yellow button on the opticizer.
Okay.
Back to the human realm we go.
This is fun. Just because I figured this out, this game is now very, very, very fun.
Those trail pheromones will need to be bigger for the ants to notice them. About human-sized should do it.
Dang it, now I have to go back to the ant room and get more. The bug realm. Wonder when I'm gonna get these two. Let's
You'll need to take the capsule out if you want to analyze things. This anthill is probably where those giant ants used to live. Anthills are complex constructions with many chambers connected by tunnels. Like the ants, each chamber has a function, like being a nursery, waste disposal, fungi garden, or keeping aphids.
Okay, well, how can I... Excuse me. Phew. Oh, the nose. We're just gonna go back to human size slowly. There we go, that's how we get it. When it's up there. But not again. Out of here. I just heard something good.
You should have just enough trail pheromones to attract all the minor ants. Time to show you another feature of the drone, the vacuum beam. Drive the drone over to those pheromones and pull the trigger to suck them up. Now you can use the drone to lay a path. Pull the trigger to spray pheromones at the ground. Try to lead them to the intersection in front of the donut shop. It seems like a safe place for them to gather until we can shrink them. That's a good spot. Good. You've got the start of a trail. Almost there. One more spray should do it. That's the minor ants gathered up. Now we just need to get the major ants together so we can shrink them all with one good blast of shrinkagen.
Yes.
Let's go back to the insect realm and see what we can find to attract the major ants.
Okay, whoever commented that, thank you. That just helped me big time. I thought I tried to do that.
Major ants respond to threats to the colony. Other ants can create a burst of alarm pheromones that says there's something scary here, and the majors will come deal with the problem.
It's inside of there.
The major ants seem awfully interested in this bottle. There was another ant in there. It must be releasing alarm pheromones that are making the major ants react. Unfortunately, Thankfully, ants don't get their oxygen by sucking air into their lungs, so the water doesn't get inside very quickly. But they do have openings in their body, so they can't stay alive in that drop forever. If you collect it, maybe we can... At this size, the forces holding the water drop together are stronger than the ant. You may be able to help by manipulating the scale of the water drop around it. We have enough shrinkagen to do that.
How do I get the water?
Thankfully, ants don't get their oxygen by sucking air into their lungs, so the water doesn't get inside very quickly. But they do have openings in their body, so they can't stay alive in that drop forever. If you collect it, maybe we can help it out. That should have had some effect. Let's go to the human realm and see. The forces that make water molecules stick together are strongest at the edge of a water drop. So as soon as the drop is so big there's more middle than edge, the water drop breaks apart. These alarm pheromones indicate that this ant sees us as a huge threat. It's trying to call in reinforcements to protect the colony. And here come the major ants, ready to eliminate the threat, which in this case is us, so you might want to hurry. We have plenty of shrinkagen to take care of all these ants. Just grab that other capsule, put it in your multi-tool and blast those ants. Let's focus on gathering the ants in one place while you collect enough shrinkagen to shrink them down.
Ugh.
Perfectly regular-sized leafcutter ants going home to their perfectly regular-sized colony. I'd say that's a job well done. But let's make a quick trip up to the mountain realm to make sure we got them all.
I wonder what we're gonna miss. I wonder what we missed. The duck? The duck! What did we miss? What? Oh.
Well, we got all the ants, but now there's... Is that a tardigrade? That's incredible. We have to go see it up close. Take us back to the human realm.
Yeah, I wish you did tardigrade. From outer space, I think. I'm not sure. From somewhere. Water. I don't know.
Wow, that's a huge tardigrade. I love tardigrades. They are so cool. These troops are a total overkill. I'm sure it just wants to play. We need to scale it down before it gets hurt. And causes more damage, of course. Normally, this tardigrade would be about 500 microns long, or around the size of a grain of sand. Even though they're so small, they can... We don't have enough shrinkagen to shrink this tardigrade yet. Until we do, we need to get all those legs to stop squashing stuff. They really didn't need to bring out the tanks for this. The tardigrade doesn't mean any harm. Thankfully, It looks like they're just waiting for now. This used to be one of those barricades until the tardigrades stepped on it. There's likely to be a lot more rubble around if you don't find a way to slow it down. Never mind the red light now. Giant tardigrade trumps traffic rules. Tardigrades are aquatic creatures. They're often called water bears. Even the ones that live mostly on land have a thin film of water over their bodies. It helps them feel cozy and stay active. It seems like the shrinkagen leak is still wreaking havoc on the other labs. That's more tidying up for us, but also more shrinkagen for the tardigrade. Oh, wait, we need more clues. This is the perfect opportunity for you to visit the bacteria realm. I love seeing tardigrades in their natural environment.
Cold.
We are inside that puddle now. Water may look empty to you most of the time, but here in the bacteria realm, you can see that there's a whole other world that's full of life, including tardigrades. Green algae like this are an important source of oxygen and food for other organisms that live in water. What are all you lab ducks doing out here? Shh, go away. Nematodes are one of the few animals which can resist dehydration to similar levels as tardigrades. They can also get rid of most of the water in their cells and come back to life just normal.
Oh. Why do I keep missing stuff?
If you're ever stuck, check the Lab tab. The Transcript tab records everything I say for your reference.
Oh, fine. I just need to find stuff. It's a bear.
These tardigrades are just waking up from tun state at the moment. Lots of things can cause a tardigrade to go into its tun state: heat, cold, dehydration, high pressure, or lack of oxygen. The tun state is a really special power. This is a single-celled organism called a diatom, sometimes called jewels of the sea. These tiny organisms generate a big chunk of all the oxygen produced on Earth. Is that the new veggie patty from the health lab? A grain of rice, a staple food for roughly half the world's population.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything else. No, of course there's more to see, but... Ooh, I saw something interesting. nothing really in here. I'm just gonna stretch.
Rotifers are also able to defend themselves against dehydration. When they feel the water is getting scarce, they pull a similar trick to the tardigrades and curl themselves up as the water discharges from their bodies, decreasing their volume greatly. Green algae like this are an important source of oxygen and food for other organisms that live in water. Tardigrades are like little tanks, but when they don't like the moss is a great hiding place for tardigrades because it traps water. Tardigrades are like little tanks, but when they don't like the environment, they go into an inactive ton state, where they basically put being alive on hold. Getting the big one into its ton state would make it a lot easier to scale down. Moss is a great hiding place for tardigrades because it traps water, provides shelter, and it's actually the inspiration for my favorite nickname for them, moss piglets. A giant moss to snack on will surely distract our big buddy from those barricades for a while.
Maybe human size. There we go.
Too bad we didn't bring a little ranch dressing. This will have to do.
Yeah, so it can be like lettuce. This game is pretty fun. But I'm still pretty hungry. You know, I just ate. What? Ugh.
Now then, there are lots of ways to make a tardigrade go into its ton state: high pressure, lack of oxygen, dehydration, heat, cold. If we had a tasty snack, you could use the drone to lure the tardigrade somewhere with one of those things. A tree? Bonfire would probably dry out the tardigrade, but live trees don't make very good firewood. The claw on the drone is perfect for moving things around. Now, where should we lead the tardigrade? Maybe someplace cold? Ah, caffeine. Probably one of humanity's favorite molecules.
More. What do we make them? Cold. I wonder where some of the cold is. Like over there, the worst one.
Bloodstream that live to take out intruding bacteria.
somewhere called
The Lab tab is a useful resource if you're ever feeling at a loss or just want to reflect on everything you've done so far. If you're ever stuck, check the Lab tab. The Transcript tab records everything I say for your reference.
other than Antarctica where...
Come on, take a bite.
Oh.
It's tasty, tasty moss. Oops, but it was a long shot anyway. The cart isn't cold enough to chill the entire tardigrade. We can try drying it off instead. Anything around we can use. A huge hairdryer would be perfect. Or a bonfire.
I'll tell you this tree.
A tree? Bonfire would probably dry out the tardigrade, but live trees don't make very good firewood.
Where is somewhere? There was somewhere to make it on fire. How do I set this thing on fire? There's one duck that I'm missing. Says that. So I'm trying to find that duck real quick.
The lab tab is a useful resource if you're ever feeling at a loss or just want to reflect on everything you've done so far. Banana flavor. Interesting choice. Banana flavor. Interesting choice. The easiest way to get the tardigrade into its ton state is probably to cool it down or find a way to dry up its watery coat. A tree? Bonfire would probably dry out the tardigrade, but live trees don't make very good firewood. A tree? Bonfire would probably dry out the tardigrade, but live trees don't make very good firewood.
Nom, nom. Yeah.
If you're ever stuck, check the Lab tab. The Transcript tab records everything I say for your reference.
Hope you guys enjoyed. I guess that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye.